everyone. Before we begin the interview, thank you Dr. Hafiz for taking your time arranged for this Key Thought Leadership interview. Hi everyone, we have Dr. Hafiz, the General Manager of Megajana Sdn Bhd with us today. Dr. Hafiz also the President of Malaysia District Cooling Association. He has almost 20 years experience in energy and utility across Southeast Asia, including power generation, renewable and district cooling markets. Dr. Hafiz, we prepared a few questions related to district cooling system, which is also the hot topic now in the markets. Before we drill into more in-depth questions, can you tell us more about your company and energy efficiency solutions?
Yeah, thank you very much, Esther. First of all, Megajana is a company that helps building owners, developers and also urban planners to achieve better and higher efficiency building solution, improve the energy efficiency, reduce the carbon footprint and also achieve cost savings throughout the building life cycle. We do this by helping the building owners to achieve a centralized cooling solution. Imagine, instead of having a separate air conditioner for every rooms, now you have a centralized air conditioning, meaning that your building doesn't have to have their own air conditioner. Instead, the air conditioner can come from our centralized cooling plant. So what we do is that we provide this sort of energy for cooling. We have our district cooling plant where we produce cooling energy which we supply to the buildings, not just one building but multiple buildings. And we do this 24/7. In fact, we've been doing this in Cyberjaya since 1999. So Megajana have been around for almost 20 years. Our parent company is Cyberview, a government-owned company mandated to transform and develop Cyberjaya. And our other shareholder is ENGIE, the world-leading low-carbon energy and utility company. So we've been trying to support the building owners, the developers, to achieve towards sustainability of the buildings. And this is how we think that district cooling can be one of the significant driver for energy efficiency.
Wow, it's glad to know that Megajana is a sole proprietor for district cooling in Cyberjaya since 1998. Dr. Hafiz, you will explain about the district cooling just now on the components. Here's my second question to you. As we can see, most of the countries of Southeast Asia region are more cautious of sustainability issue and has started to take action in reducing the carbon emission with ultimate goal towards low carbon cities. With this, how district cooling solution can be vital roles in the low carbon cities?
Thank you for the good question. As a climate change issue is real and it will be affecting us not just today but for the future. So if you look today, the population of Malaysian is close to 32.7 million. By 2050, less than 30 years from now, the number will increase to 42 million. And today, everybody is going to cities. So this is what we call urbanization. And the urbanization rate today is close to 77%. By 2050, we will be expecting this number to increase to 88%. So you're talking about more people living in the cities, and when more people living in the cities, more energy will be required for the cities, more electricity will be required to be produced, and this would result in higher energy demand. This is where we think that district cooling are able to help to reduce these energy demand challenges. And if you look back at the urbanization rate, by 2050, we're talking about close to 33% of the energy used in the city will be used for space cooling. Now, district cooling is one of the solutions to ensure that this energy consumption will be able to be reduced. We believe that proper urban planning, more efficient infrastructure design is required for us to mitigate in terms of having warmer temperature in the future.
With the 10 years outlook of National Low Carbon Cities Master Plan, how the district cooling can help to contribute towards low carbon neutral initiatives?
Okay, when you talk about the policy by the governments and also the authorities, we've seen in July this year, the National Low Carbon City Master Plan was announced. So this master plan constitutes of a plan from 2021 until 2050. What we see is that by 2050, at least 15 cities are able to achieve carbon neutral, meaning that they should be able to have a net zero carbon. So in order to do this, there are many factors that we can use to reduce the carbon emission. So district cooling is one of the solutions, and we believe that we are able to support these initiatives by the government.
Alright, that's indeed sustainability solution for the future with such great benefits from district cooling system. So Dr. Hafiz, from your experience as a district cooling system provider, what trend have you seen and forecasted for district cooling industry for the next 5 years?
Talking about the trend of the district cooling and its potential, we are seeing 3 trends. Number 1, you're talking about the government initiatives. We've been seeing the government initiatives being announced. For example, like I mentioned just now, the National Low Carbon City Master Plan, and also we heard about the first meeting held for MyCAC, or Malaysian Climate Action Change Council. And we are seeing that more government initiatives will be introduced in order going towards the sustainability path. The second trend that we are seeing is also in terms of the urbanization, which I've mentioned earlier. So with the high urbanization rate, we are expecting more buildings to be built, more energy efficient solutions are required. So this is where we think that the district cooling can be one of the strong solutions to support this development. And the third and the last trend that we think that very strong that will be emerging is on the digitalization. So we are expecting to see more emerging technologies such as digitalization and the transformation of data centers. If you look in the news, the government has announced the My Digital Blueprint. We are expecting more data centers, hyperscale data centers to be built. Currently, you look at the country, most of the data centers are based on 3 megawatt up to 10 megawatt. Okay, we are expecting to see hyperscale data centers to go up to 10 times of existing size. So when you talk about higher data centers, bigger data centers, you need more energy, more electricity, and more cooling. So this is where district cooling can be one of the key solutions for data centers, especially hyperscale data centers, in terms of reducing the energy, in terms of providing reliable and sustainable water solution, and also in terms of providing a strong economic benefit to these hyperscale data centers.
It is very interesting to know that there is a possibility of increase up to 10 times from the existing data center usage. So Dr. Hafiz, apart from the trend you've seen and forecasted, what made you most excited about 20 years district cooling implementation in Cyberjaya?
Talking about Cyberjaya, Cyberjaya is a success story about the implementation of district cooling. We've been in operation since 1999 in Cyberjaya. In 1999, we only have 5 customers. Today, we have close to 47 customers, and the number is increasing over the years. We are seeing trend that people are more aware about district cooling. People are seeing more benefit of district cooling, and district cooling has been seen as providing a lot of economic benefit in terms of cost savings and optimization of resources. If you look at the carbon emission, district cooling in Cyberjaya are able to reduce up to 21,000 tonnes of CO2 per year. In 2020 alone, this is equivalent to powering up 4,900 houses, or eliminating the need to drive close to 6,400 mobile cars in a year. So this is the carbon emission benefit that we're seeing from the district cooling.
Absolutely, totally agree with you, Dr. Hafiz. And indeed, it is collective effort from all stakeholders to make the world that we are living in a sustainable one for our future generation. Alright, so Dr. Hafiz, any sharing before we end our interview?
Okay, Esther. In terms of district cooling technology has been around in the country for more than 20 years. In Megajana, we are very committed in terms of sharing our expertise and also educating and creating awareness to the public and also stakeholders. This includes the building developers, the regulators, and also the authorities. In Megajana, we believe that working with stakeholders is very important for us to together accelerate in terms of achieving the sustainability target of the country. Thank you.
So So finally comes to the end of our interview today. It is very beneficial to me and I believe to the expert out there. So once again, thank you Dr. Hafiz for your insightful sharing and looking forward to a sustainable world. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me, Esther.
Welcome, most welcome.